Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone out there. My name is Michael Hedges of ScriptLink, CEO, and basically um, leader as far as what our proposal services entail. So, I will be providing a series of videos to explain overall what should be done, um, the mechanics of proposal preparation, performance, and of course, submission for that big win. So, if we look at overall bidding in general, bid or no bid, there are five essential things that we have to consider, such as eligibility. Uh, do we have the eligibility to perform in specific fields such as workforce services? So, we're talking about adult, dislocated worker and youth services or one stop services where one stop, obviously, we're going to be dealing with a number of different partnerships. Um, we're going to have memorandums of understanding where we make sure we don't step on each other's toes, we don't double services. We need to make sure that we provide a very clear description of services that we'll provide for the funder to understand where we are coming from, our experience, our past performance. So that's where we get the eligibility factor. Have we even performed this before? We have to look at whether or not we have a footprint or any relevance in the particular market that we're looking at. For instance, if we are located in Georgia and we are looking to perform in Philadelphia, do we even have experience in that area or even in the state of Pennsylvania where we can show some compatibility, or any state or any particular program that's going to be compatible um, with eligibility as we stated first, but a footprint would be still significant even if it wasn't in the state or local. But the more local you are, as far as your past experience, the more you can kind of rely on having a footprint or relevance as far as that particular market. The key to any bid that's going to really push you forward is to have that local connection or local recognition with a particular funder. So you also consider, if you don't have experience in that particular area, but you do obviously have the performance, then you would be considered new. So then you also have to look at what is the relationship with the funder. Are you even familiar with the funder? Any kind of representatives of the funder, as far as say a contract representative that would be able to assist you. Um, we would also look at the fact of whether or not we would be considered a prime or sub con regarding performance. So that would also be a big focus, because often in contracts, you have to look at 51% or more will make you the general contractor, the prime. Less than that will make you the sub. You have to look at the arrangement, because if you're submitting a proposal and you are displaying your performance of your company, the focus should be that you are the prime. If not, then you have to write the proposal, put it together in a way that even if you're the sub, you still want to reflect the fact that the general or prime can perform with at least 51% of that overall contract. So that would be another consideration. The other consideration would be, basically, is it worth it? Is the profit going to be there? You don't want your overhead to eat up your profit. So if you say, hey, this is an $8 million contract, but after salary, rentals, IT, number of securities, things to that effect, that might come to $6 million in a year contract, and you only make 2 million. Is it really worth it at that point? So that's one thing to focus on as far as overhead versus overall profit. Um, and again, you know, what kind of relationship do you have with the funder? Now, I've mentioned that before in some effect, but that's basically even if you do not know a funder, do you have some kind of relationship by association? And there could be a situation where you do know the funder, but it may not be the best. So, how do you uh, recuperate that particular relationship based on past performance or even relative performance? It could be a contract that was carried out by your company as a sub. So now you're looking at, well, we want to be the prime. So that's room to build on that relationship with that particular funder. So those are generally the five things that you're going to look at um, to consider whether it's going to be a bid or no bid. Thanks again, and get ready for the next video.